Hey everybody, Lisa here. It has been a bloody long time since I've been in the group, connecting with you all via video. And I did a video before and it was sideways. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna delete that one and go again. So maybe what I'm about to say now is gonna come out in an even better way. Well, who cares? It's just how things go sometimes. So you may have noticed that I changed the name of this group, so it's now called Beyond Burnout. This became really important to me as I was writing the chapter in my book about purpose. As I got to that chapter and really connected in with what I wanted, I realized that I needed to be able to help all of you from a place that was really in deep alignment with my soul. And I felt a little bit in the past like I was staying too stuck with people in the symptoms that they were going through. And I cannot do this going forward. I want to help you to connect with your own soul and to inspire yourself into a life that goes beyond what you're currently experiencing. Oh my God, this is so important to me, so important to me. So if your motivation for being here is because you're absolutely desperate to get relief from the symptoms that you're going through, we're not going to be a match. We're just not. But if you are really, truly willing to look at a life that is beyond what is happening to you now, and really getting deeply in touch with what you need to let go of, the old stagnant emotions that have been sitting there in your system, and the old unhealed things that have gone on in your life, if you're willing to look at those and also willing to dream and desire about what you really do truly want for your life, then we are a match made in heaven. So it's totally fine if you feel like you want to leave the group. It's no, that's fine. And if this aligns you even more to, what you also desire for your life, then please stay, please hang around, and we're going to go on this journey together. So I put a little bit in the title about, your sanity is not going to be in your comfort zone. And it's just not. I can tell you, I was in that position, a bunch of years ago in a relationship that was just horrendous. It was not working. I was living a relationship that was totally based on what the other person wanted. And I was just going along with it. And this has been a pattern that, a way of living that I've involved myself in for many, many, many years. And I cannot do it like this anymore. And, it's still something that I work through. And I certainly came to discover that hey Lucy, discovered it that, what lies at the root of burnout for most people is this chronic overgiving, this chronic people pleasing. But it goes even deeper than that, because underneath those kind of things, there are all these unhealed and unresolved traumas and dramas that have gone on with, parents and siblings and other experiences in life. So, you've got to, it's a cool background, hey. You've got to understand why you're living a life where perfectionism is always there. Who told you that? Who told you that in your childhood, that you've got to try and do things perfectly all the time? If you go back, there's usually there's a core element. There's a place at which that started at. And that's part of what you need to do. You need to go there. You need to be prepared to go there, so that you can release it from your system, because at the moment it's staying stuck in your body and it's pushing down on you. It literally, it's often the cause of depression for people. It pushes down on you so strongly, and it literally sucks the life force out of you. It's something I dealt with for many, many years, was depression, because I felt like I wasn't allowing myself to have a voice, wasn't allowing myself to really speak up for what I truly, truly needed and desired. And, it came from early days with my father being told what to do, being put in my place if I suggested something that was not the norm or something that he didn't agree with. And I repeated this pattern beautifully many times. None so more as in the most recent relationship that I was in, where I literally felt like I was in a relationship with my father, being controlled and manipulated and emotionally abused, and I was playing the most perfect role in making that happen. I was often being persecuted and I was playing the victim role, or I was trying to rescue her. I was trying to rescue what was going on in her life, and oh God, it was so defunct. It just did not work in any way. So this is something that I had to resolve. I had to resolve it. And it wasn't going to happen by me staying in this place of not speaking up and saying what I truly needed. And I eventually realized that I needed to leave that relationship. That person was not willing to go on that journey with me. And quite honestly, I just felt like I needed my own space and time. So, I learned big stuff from these experiences. It took me down the route of extreme burnout, severe adrenal fatigue. It took me around 4 years to recover from it. So understand that I know what you're going through with all of these physical symptoms. I bloody know, because I was there. Some mornings, I can remember those mornings, waking up, I'd had a really rough night, been through chronic hay fever symptoms, had insomnia, dizziness. I'd wake up in the morning feeling dizzy. I'd have to get up in stages, from a lying down position to propping myself up a little bit, head spins, feeling nauseous. My blood sugar would be dropping, which is a really common effect of a stressed body. I'd get up, my gut would be upset and be like, oh my God, I need food, but no, bathroom need is coming first. Better go deal with that. I'd find myself like clamoring out to the kitchen. And I remember this one day in particular, it just all got to me. And I literally just collapsed to the floor and just bawled my eyes out. And I just screamed out. I was like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Somebody help me. And, sometimes these almighty lows get you to take really serious action. Things were just chronic as hell. By that time, I was out of the relationship I was in. I was out of the awful business that wasn't working, and I'd released that, but I was still in these chronic symptoms and desperate to find a solution. And I still had to go much more deeply into, what got me there. And, over the period of the next few years, I really delved way more deeply into what was going on, what was at the root of that over-giving shit that went on for so many years. I had to delve into that. I had to delve into the stuff with my father, feeling so controlled. I had to deal into coming out as gay when I was 23, something that I suppressed for a bunch of years before then. I had to deal with this stuff on a whole new level and get to, reach a whole new level of understanding about what was going on with me. So I'm encouraging you to do the same for yourself. Like I said in the title, your sanity does not lie in your comfort zone. It doesn't lie in staying in this familiar situation that you're in the relationship that's not working, your marriage that's not working, not speaking up for your needs, putting your needs last, giving to everybody else, doing things for them, living your life where you're satisfying, what they desire for their life, working towards what they desire for your life without working and acknowledging what you truly desire from a deep, deep soul level. And, I remember being so afraid of the conflict of what might happen if I spoke up. God forbid, if I spoke up, oh my God, like the world would come to an end. And the thing is, initially people are like, oh, hang on, you don't normally behave like this. So this feels really weird. And friendships, relationships may fall away, or those people may in time get used to the new you and come with you on this new journey. but it's not enough. It's not a good enough reason to not speak up about what you need because of the conflict that may occur. And if that fear is disabling, my God, you've got to get help with that. You've got to get help to uncover why it is so disabling. So a comfort zone in this example is staying stuck in that place of not speaking up because of the fear of the conflict it will create. That's a really unhealthy comfort zone. That is not going to serve you. That is not going to get you beyond burnout. So like I was saying before, if you're not willing to look at that stuff, I don't think we're going to be a match. And you can go and join the adrenal fatigue pages that, list all the different symptoms, and people give you ideas about supplements to take. Off you go. It's all good. But that's not my approach. And yes, I acknowledge that the physical is very much a part of what you need to do, especially as you bring your stressed body back to balance. But that is not everything, okay? The physical stuff that is going on is an outcome of everything else that has gone on in your life. Okay, so without getting to the root of it, but more than anything, without having the desire to go there and uncover it, and then allow yourself to open up to the life that you truly do desire, things are not going to shift. So I'm calling out to you, and I'm encouraging you to reach in and listen to that desire inside of you. Reach in and listen to that beautiful soul of yours that has the answers, that knows what direction it wants to go in. Listen to it, acknowledge it, and take the action that you need to take for the next steps. Kirsten, I love using my essential oils to support me, both to change the past, but to set the future also. Love what you're saying, it resonates deeply. Great, yes. And it is too, it's so important to have those daily practices that help to, bring you back into that state of really recognizing what you need. And there's all sorts of tools that we can call upon. So yes, really glad to hear that you're using essential oils, Kirsten, to really find that balance in your life, and release that past stuff and claim what you desire. Yeah, big stuff, hey? So I think that is all I'm going to say for today in my first video back in quite some time. So yeah, we'll just see where this goes. But I let this go for a while. I wasn't doing any videos for a few months because I really needed to feel into the vision of how I could best help you. And there's all sorts of directions I want to go in, but I'm so inspired about helping people to really claim what they desire for their life, not just staying stuck in what's not working, because that's just a hiding to nowhere. It doesn't go anywhere. You're in Groundhog Day. And like I said before, it's not to say that I don't acknowledge that there's things that you're going through right now, and there's things that you need to address in your physical body. But that desire and the focus on what you want to create in your life is really more important than anything. Okay, if you haven't yet watched the Burnout Detox video series, please, I encourage you to do that. I've got the link up in the title, so please go and check that out. And I will be in touch. Okay, catch you later. Bye.